All right, good morning and welcome to our channel Princesses. Today is a wonderful Thursday morning, the 3rd of April 2025. And we thank the Lord for His goodness and His mercies that endures forever. I want to possibly address some matters of importance and matters that has to do with us, the government, the management of the UAAG itself as a body, and our personality as individuals. And I want to possibly go in a very simplistic language so that you can possibly I've gotten some waves from some of my subscribers to reduce my grammars and things. But then I'm trying to just be me. All right, so I'm trying to really constrict these messages for our understanding this morning, so that we can grab on every facets of it, every fiber of it. Beg your pardon. We all can harvest that which we need from it at a time like this. Now, for many people who have been waiting for disbursement, I believe the silence surrounding this disbursement has become a source of frustration and concern. And at first, there were many promises and hopeful messages, but as time passed, deadlines kept shifting and no concrete action has really been taken to the eye of the public. Now the silence is louder than ever, and this has left people wondering what is really happening. Why is there no update? Will the disbursement ever happen? This delay has also led to some mixed reactions within the ecosystem. Some have remained hopeful, some are believing that the disbursement would eventually take place, and others have completely lost faith in the process. They are thinking it was all false hope from the beginning. Then there are those who are simply indifferent concerning the entire process. They are observing the situation with strong emotions. Now that the Sallah celebration has ended precisely, the holiday is over with, many believe that the next logical step should be disbursement, or at the very least a clear update from those in charge. If nothing happens soon, it may become difficult for people to keep holding on to faith and to hope. Very important. There are four factions that I've seen, three groups that I've seen within this ecosystem right now, and the body this ecosystem has created them. The first are the believers, and these are the ones who have complete faith that the disbursement is going to take place. They have held onto hopes despite all delays. They believe in the system. They trust the process even when it seems uncertain. Now, there is another group that are the non-believers that the ecosystem has produced over time. These are the people who have lost faith in the disbursement. They believe it is either a scam or a failed project that will never see the light of the day. They use every delay as proof that nothing is coming. Even when you post any message, they will tell you watch what's going to proceed or come after the message, the voice note you gave. In other words, they've lost complete faith and focus in the entire process. Then we'll have the last group there that are the indifferent people. This group of personalities neither are fully convinced nor completely doubtful. They are watching from the sidelines. They are waiting to see what happens. They may have once believed in the system, but now they are very cautious and careful. they are unwilling to invest anything too much until they see some concrete actions takes place. Now, this is what the community has actually produced. Now, there is the problem of the shifting of dates. And one of the biggest reasons for frustration is this consistency of the shifting of promises. Is one of the biggest reasons for frustrations within the grad ecosystem. The consistency, the continual or continued shifting of promises. From the beginning, people were given specific timelines and reassurances that the disbursement was coming soon. Yes, each time a promised date arrived, another excuse follows, and that will escalate or push further the date. Now, this kind of inconsistency does not only create frustration within this ecosystem, it also affects trust. It affects confidence. It affects faith. And over time, people start to question whether the disbursement is real or just a way to keep them waiting indefinitely. Let me say this, that if this pattern continues, it could lead to a total loss of confidence in the entire process. I'm being honest with you. For a financial program or grant to be taken seriously, there must be accountability. Very, very essential. If disbursement is delayed due to technical or legal reasons, then those that are in charge should be upfront about it rather than remaining silent. Silence only creates more confusion. Silence only creates more tension, and silence creates loss of trust. Now, we are in the post-salah expectation. With the completion of the Sallah festivities, people are expecting some form of movement regarding the disbursement. Many believe that if religious holidays were a factor in the delay, then now is the time for things to proceed. At least you could prove them wrong. Because if nothing happens, the frustration would only grow. While waiting can be understandable in some cases, waiting without communication or assurance is not fair, especially to those who have invested their hopes in this process. And at this point, people deserve either a concrete disbursement plan or a full explanation of what is causing the hold-ups. People deserve it, including me. We that are at the forefront projecting this scheme, projecting these advocacies, would demand some full explanation concerning whatever is causing the delay or causing the holdups, because people's eyes are not only on the country director, they are also on the information disseminators. Yes. Now, the believers who have held on to hopes despite the delays, who had continued to follow updates, they've continued to believe the process, that it is real and it will soon become a reality. They might soon look like a fool. They might soon look like they don't know what they are doing at the expense of the disbursement that have completely and continuously slowed down, and no communication in sight. Everyone that is saying, don't worry, it's going to come up soon, don't worry, it's going to come out right, we are only hoping from this underside of the divide, not because we see the inside. Now, the non-believers who lost faith in the process completely, they believe that it was either a scam or this project has failed already. It's an initiative that would never see the light of the day in the first place. They don't trust the process anymore. And every delay, every silence, every shifting of promise only strengthens their belief that nothing would ever come out of it. It only strengthens what they say. Each time there is a shift or there is a change of words, this other section is being strengthened. Now, the indifferent group, they are just observers. They're just observers. They are neither fully convinced nor entirely dismissive. They are simply waiting to see what happens. Some of them once actually believed. They believed before they got converted to that camp of being an indifferent. They were once believers, but now they have become so skeptical about the process. They have never now been fully engaged, but they are very curious about what happens. Now, each of these groups has valid reasons for their positions. What matters now is how the situation is handled moving forward. I feel strongly that there are possible solutions to end these uncertainties or cycle of frustrations. To restore confidence in the disbursement, there are clear steps that must be taken, and that right early. Firstly, there must be transparent communication to us. The worst thing that can happen in a situation like this is complete silence. I've said it over and over again. Those in charge of the disbursement must speak out. They must provide clear and factual updates about where things stand at the moment. If there are delays, they must explain why. If there are obstacles, they must share them. People deserve the truth, no matter what it is. The setting of the definite and timelines, and definite dates. If there is a continuous shift in date and making vague promises, a clear timeline should be set by those at the echelon of powers where these decisions are made. They should set the timeline and they should adhere to the protocols of it. They should stay pat with it. If the disbursement is real, then there should be a structured plan with fixed dates that would not change. Now, quote me very well. I have stopped being a proponent of dates and weeks and timelines. But if this is going to work out, I'm not saying the propellers, that is the influencers, should set dates and timelines. I'm talking about the real people, like the county director, like the government circle. They should possibly set a structured plan, a structured schematics with fixed dates that would not change this time around. Then there is the government's role and the clarification that needs to be made. If the government has any role in this disbursement scheme, they need to make their positions known. Yes, they need to come out and make their positions known once and for all. Very, very vital. Are they really supporting the process? Are there legal restrictions? Is the disbursement being blocked for some reasons? The people need answers. If the government is involved, then they should either confirm or deny their part in this matter. They have to. Then we also demand the evidence of progress. If the disbursement is truly in progress, then some form of evidence should be presented. This could be in the form of pilot payments, official documentation, or even endorsement from credible sources. I believe that such proof would help to restore trust and eliminate doubts in the ecosystem. The managing expectations from the people and the way we can avoid false hopes within this grand ecosystem. Those who are responsible for this disbursement, the country director, the Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation, the government, they should be honest about what people should expect. If the process is more complicated than expected, they should say so. If the disbursement would take longer, they should communicate that. False hope is dangerous, and I repeat, false hope is very dangerous because it builds expectations that eventually turn into disappointments. Mark me and quote me anywhere. It is dangerous, and it's going to build expectations that is going to hold on or reel on to disappointments. Please, all of these are very, very important. Very, very important. Now, what is expected of us to do? There is a need for urgent attention and action. I want to believe that at this point, further delays without explanation would only make things worse. People should not be left in a state of dilemma, constantly wondering if they should keep hope alive or move on with their lives. The pioneers of this disbursement have to take responsibility and also provide clarity to everyone within the grand ecosystem. If the disbursement is real, then action must be taken immediately to show that it is not just an empty promise. If there are issues delaying it, those responsible must come forward with the truth. But one thing is certain, the silence must end. The silence must end. We advocate that the silence must end. Without proper communication and actions, the situation will continue to create tension, doubts, and frustrations. If those in charge truly care about the people who have been waiting, then they must step up. They have to step up. Not tomorrow, they have to step up now and provide the answers that everyone needs and deserves. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. Silence at this time is injurious. Silence at this time is devastating. Silence at this time is crippling. I rest my case.